Hey guys, this is Christina, aka Miss Strawberry Bacon. I've got some new products to talk to you about, so let's go ahead and get started. As I said, I have some new products to talk to you about. One is from Revlon, one is from L'Oreal, and one of them is from Almay. And the products I'm going to talk to you about is this. This is a new foundation from Revlon, and it is the Revlon Photoready Airbrush Effect Liquid Foundation. The product from L'Oreal is this. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Eye Crayon, and I got it in the color 702 Impressive Brown. And then the last color or last item I'm going to talk about is from Almay, and it is this little thing. This is the Almay Smart Shade Butter Kiss and 110 Nude Medium. So first things first, let's get started with Revlon. I got this at Bed Bath & Beyond and it was $11.49, so it's a pretty pricey foundation, and as you may already notice, it looks very similar, pretty much the exact same packaging as the Revlon Photoready foundation, but it says airbrushed. I know many people are thinking about, is this going to be like the new Airbrush mousse foundation that they kind of came out with? And I don't think it's either. Personally, I think that this is just a different-ish formula of the Revlon Photoready that was in this same packaging pretty much. As far as packaging goes for this foundation, it comes with a pump. I've kind of made a mess, but that was my own fault. It doesn't it's not crazy, it doesn't square out anywhere, it's just, I'm just messy with my product, so I thought that was really nice that they kept the pump. Essentially, like I said, it's the same packaging as the previous Revlon Photoready foundation, except this one is airbrushed effect. So I got the color, what is it? This one is 010 Caramel, which, I mean, that's the shade I wear in Revlon foundations. I am going to demonstrate it for you, but I want to talk to you about my first initial impressions. So, some pros and cons. Some pros, it's not a heavy foundation, it's pretty thin. I would say the consistency is very similar to the Revlon Nearly Naked. So for me, I thought that was a plus, because Revlon products, at least to me, their foundations feel very heavy on the skin. I mean, they're full coverage, which I like, but I don't like feeling, you know, that full coverage on my skin. A con is that kind of the same with like many Photoready foundation is that there's shimmer in it. There's still shimmer in the foundation, which I don't get. I mean, well, I won't say that. I do get the idea, you know, it's supposed to have little shimmer particles refracting light and making your skin look luminous and dewy, which it does, but it's like, is there no other way? But saying that there is shimmer, a pro to the shimmer is that it's not as noticeable as it was with like the regular Photoready foundation and with like the airbrush. It was like, you know, every color and remix. It is, you know, more subtle about it, so I thought that was like, it's a pro-con kind of thing depending on what you like. And another pro, very similar pretty much to all the Revlon foundations that I've tried, it's very long wearing without like oxidizing or breaking down, migrating, or anything. And I primed before, so I didn't really have too much of an issue with like oil seeping through, and because it's like pretty cold outside. So that is pretty much kind of like my rundown of the Revlon foundation. Alright, the next product I want to talk to you about is this eye crayon by L'Oreal. Again, it's the Infallible Eye Crayon, and I got it in Impressive Brown. I got this because I'm not really into the whole eyeshadow and a jumbo pencil. I mean, I like them, but my holy grail, I guess, line of eye jumbo pencils has come from Rimmel, and I haven't really wanted to stray away from them. But they had a brown, and I don't have a brown in my collection, so I decided to pick this up. This was $6.99 at Bed Bath & Beyond. But looking at all the colors, they weren't really matte. I was hoping looks would be deceiving and this would be a matte color, but it's not. It's very shimmery. It almost looks like a taupe on me. There it is. It looks like a taupe. It's not really brown. It does have little multifaceted look to it, so it comes off as a little bit of a duochrome on my lids, but it is a pretty color. But for me, it's not a brown color. I just want a nice rich brown. But at the end of the day, it is a pretty color. I used this once without a primer and it was not pretty. This just doesn't stay on my lids. I would have taken a picture when my eyes were so red and watery. It didn't really work out. I put it on top and I put some on like my lower lash line area. Oh my god, that's like I didn't think that this really had glitter, but it had something in it that made it kind of flake off if you don't prime your lids, and it flaked off and it just got everywhere. It got on my eye, it actually got onto my contact and I couldn't see. I had to go like be driving like this until I got home so I could like cleanse my contact off. It just like flaked off everywhere. It wasn't really, I don't know, it could just be this one pencil, but I primed another time and it just does so much better without like drying up and kind of glitter going everywhere. I don't know, it was just really weird and crazy. And all in all, it's a good pencil. It's a good product. Prime beforehand if you have watery eyes or oily lids, and I feel like it will do you really well. But for me, I don't think I'm going to buy anymore just because all the colors that I would like, I already purchased them from Rimmel, and Rimmel's ultimately cheaper. It's like $3 or $4 versus, you know, $6 for this. These crayons do not twist up. You will have to sharpen them when the little point gets down to a nub. Alright, the last product I want to show you is by Almay, and this is their Smart Shade Butter Kiss, which essentially, I know some people talked about it, it's the Revlon lip butter just for Almay, and they feel the same. The only thing I guess majorly different in my opinion is they have a different scent to them, and it is so strong. Like I like scents and I like the lip products, but this, it's like y'all just dumped it with perfume, and it was just a little bit too much for me. But as far as performance, it's really moisturizing. I felt like it lasts very well. I mean, it feels just like a Revlon lip butter. I think this might be a little bit cheaper, but I feel like, I don't know, like I know all these companies own each other some kind of way, but I feel like when you're gonna make a new product, at least kind of make it seem a little differently. It's like they're not even trying to, like, yeah, you got this new product, you're not even trying to make it seem like a whole something different. It's just like, yeah, this is the Revlon lip butter, it just has a different brand attached to it. I don't know, something about that just irks me. I feel like at least try to make it look a little different, even though we all know it's not, but still just be nice, pleasing to the eye to see something different versus the exact same kind of packaging and everything. But one thing I will say that they did differently is that since Almay has like their whole Smart Shade line, they'll have, at least on the display that I saw, they'll have like berry, pink, nude, and red for like fair to light skin tones, then light to medium, and then medium, well actually it's just medium. They didn't even have medium to deep, it was just, you know, medium. So I got the nude color from the medium line. I thought that this was a very good nude color, and I'll put it on for you guys so you can see. Alright, so this is the medium nude color on my lips. So I thought it looked pretty good. It's just like your basic brown. And I don't know, I don't really have like I was saying, I don't really have a big issue with like these kind of products like traveling or migrating or whatnot. If you eat something, it will fade away. If you drink something, it will fade away. It's not like a long wearing lip color, but you know, it is nice to keep in your purse as like a nice moisture treatment slash little, you know, tint of color. But I mean, I feel like, in my personal opinion, if you have a whole bunch of Revlon lip butters that you love, stick with those unless you want to try something a little bit cheaper. But it feels the same to me, it smells the same, just the perfume is a hell of a lot stronger. It performs the same, so to me, I mean, it's the same product. It just has less colors from what I'm looking at, and depending on where you are, it might be a little cheaper, but that's pretty much the main differences. But before I go, I am going to put the Revlon foundation on my face so you guys can see how that looks. I got the foundation on, that's all, but it's not a very runny foundation, but yet it still has like that light feeling on your face, like I said. So I usually kind of use about half a pump on my face just because of the shimmer glitter. So as you can see, it's not the fullest coverage, but it has a nice like medium coverage. I don't like to build it up too much just because the shimmer starts really showing through, but I mean, it is buildable. I like to work in really thin layers, but I mean, for my acne scars and anything else that might be a little bit too dark for the foundation to cover up, I just put concealer on it. And adding concealer and a translucent or pressed powder in your skin color on top really helps kind of disguise the shimmer as well. So if you're worried about shimmer but still want to try it out, or you end up liking it, that's something else you can try. And I just noticed even just adding some translucent powder on top really kind of tones down that shimmer sparkle on your skin. But honestly, the shimmer, as long as nobody that you encounter is getting like really close to your face, like pulling one of these numbers, I think you'll be okay. But that's just my opinion. You can always try it out for yourself and see what exactly works for you and all of that stuff. But that'll be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope I give you enough information to, you know, help you out if you were thinking about buying these products, whether you saw them in your area or not. If I forgot anything, or if you have any other comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them down below. Thanks always for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!